LeBron, Scott Sargent, WFNY. I asked T. Lou the same question. Given all the talk about ISO basketball and kind of painting it collectively in a negative light, do you think it's unfair to chronicle all 0 or 1 dribble basketball as being something that's bad or putting yourself at a disadvantage?
I think it's a fine line, but I think true basketball people know the difference between certain ISO basketball and others. And when too many dribbles of wearing a possession out and guys are not actively involved, that there's a difference between that and also when guys are just attacking early in transition or they have a half-court matchup and they're able to go on that matchup. So there's different forms of it.
Tim on this side on the aisle.
Ron, Tim Reynolds with the AP. I know you had talked to Adam in the past couple of years ago about concerns about schedule and things of that nature, the All-Star break and stuff like that. How much did you welcome the extra travel day? When you're going cross country in a series of this magnitude?
Well, it benefits not only the players but also you guys as well. Being able to get an extra day and prepare for, from coast to coast. When I was in Miami and we went to a couple of places. When I was in Miami, everywhere we went was far. And obviously, the last 2 years, from us going from Cleveland to Golden State, the one day in between was taxing on all of us, not just the guys on the court, but also you guys as well. So it's benefited all of us as a league.
Joe.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. LeBron, I can't remember if you've been asked this before during these playoffs, but do you believe in momentum carrying from game to game within a series?
Yeah, I think it's always been the case, in the postseason. I think it also depends on how the way you played and where you played at. I think that helps. But, both teams, in this series have shown that they can win on each other's floor. So, I don't think that matters much.
Do you feel like, Kyrie was talking about this earlier. If you take away, a 5-minute stretch in Game 4, it's been pretty good for you guys the last 3. Do you feel like you have momentum to whatever degree it's there?
I feel like we'll be prepared for Game 6. Our coaching staff has given us another great game plan. They're going to give us some more insight on what needs to be done tomorrow morning at our shoot-around, and it's up to us as the guys to go out and execute that.
Michael, back left.
Well, LeBron, you stated many times that you came here because Kyrie was here already as sort of a franchise guy, but how much has your relationship grown with him over time, and just how much have you tried to help expedite his growth into a star?
Well, I think, when you're around someone every single day, your relationship automatically grows. But when you also share some of the same common goals, it helps that process a little bit faster than others. So, I've watched the kid continue to grow over the last 2 years, and it's benefit not only for himself individually, but for our team, for me, and for this franchise.
Standing in the back.
Eric Smith from Sportsnet. LeBron, I don't know that you need any added motivation going into tomorrow night, but it's 1 year to the day tomorrow that the Warriors won in Game 6 in this building. Do you guys take anything from not wanting to see that trophy hoisted in your building again?
No, I don't think we even thought about it. There's always 1 year to date of something. You said that about anything. Yesterday was 1 year to date, then my son turned 8, and yesterday he turned 9. So that happens every year. It's 1 year to date to something. So we don't think about that stuff. We just get prepared to play.
Standing on the left side, in the front.
Good morning, LeBron. I'm Vasilis Koundis from OTTV Greece. It is a question not related to the game, but since it has been a lot of publicity yesterday and today about Godfather Part 2, which is the scene or the moment or the phrase or the quote you like more from the movie?
Oh, from The Godfather. It's too many different phrases and too many different lines in that movie to just categorize one.
But which is the one which inspires you, represents you more?
Each movie is 9 hours long. What do you want me to do? I mean, there's so many. I don't know. I'll let you pick one, and I'll roll with it. It's a great trilogy.
Jeff in the back.
Jeff Zilgett, USA Today. LeBron, understanding that you and Kyrie had it going offensively the other night, what do you guys need from Kevin Love in Game 6 to do what you want to do?
Just need him to be aggressive. You know, from the defensive side of the floor and the offensive side of the floor. Go out and make an impact on the game, no matter if he's not scoring. No matter if at times you feel like he's not getting touches, we all just need to continue to be aggressive. He needs to be aggressive to help us try to send this game back to Golden State. And I think he's looking forward to the challenge. I think he's looking forward for the moment, and we definitely need him. He's too big of a piece to our puzzle.
In that regard, do you need more than what he gave the other night?
I think with everything he gave us, I mean, he helped us win. I mean, we needed everybody. All 15 guys, even the guys that never even touched the floor. You know, we had 2 guys in suits, and we needed everybody's contribution. We definitely need Kev to play better. We want him to play better, but, you know, we don't want to add no more stress on him or no more added pressure on him. We just want him to go out and play. Just let it hang out.
Dave.
Dave McMenamin, ESPN. LeBron, you've probably heard hundreds, if not thousands, of pregame speeches from coaches over the course of your career. Did anything resonate with you, what Ty spoke to you guys about before Game 5? And what can that functionality, you know, a coach talking to a team about philosophy before the floor affect his team?
Well, definitely. I mean, his words resonate throughout the whole locker room, and some of the things that he said I won't bring out to the table because it's for locker room use only, but you know, just his sense of calmness and his sense of, you know, just staying in the moment has definitely given, you know, especially the young guys, just a confidence booster, you know. And, you know, for us as a group, you know, when you have someone that calm and that collective about what needs to be done and just staying in the moment, it just helps us to go out and do our job.
Last 3 in the back, over here, and in the front.
LeBron, I'm sure you heard Andrew Bogut's out. How does that impact you guys and your game plan, if at all?
It doesn't. We want to continue to attack. We want to continue to not turn the ball over and stop those guys. You know, Steph and Clay from you know, just having one of those barrages from the perimeter. We also want to try to put pressure on those other guys. Those other guys can beat you as well. You know, with Draymond coming back, and also Iguodala and Livingston and Barnes and things of that nature, and you know, even some, you know, Andy gave him a big couple minutes the last couple games, and Spates as well, and everyone that they put in. So even with Bogut out, they still have so much firepower that it doesn't take any of the focus out of our mind going into Game 6.
Will you feel when you see Draymond on the court, considering the exchange you guys have? Will anything come to your mind when you see him out there on the court?
My only job is to get this win, man. We have a great opportunity to protect home court and go into 2 of the best words ever, and that's Game 7. So, you know, hopefully we protect home. That's all that matters.
In the front here.
LeBron, Hayden Grove, Scout.com. Last year, obviously, you guys didn't have Kyrie, Kevin at this time. But what else is different about coming into this Game 6 this year as opposed to last year?
We didn't have Kyrie and Kevin. Those guys are they're a big piece of what we do. Obviously, Kyrie have shown that, and Kevin throughout this postseason as well. You know, I think you know, Richard Jefferson has definitely given us a huge boost throughout the whole playoffs. Channing Frye as well. Even though his minutes have been a little bit limited in this postseason, in this finals, but in this postseason, they've given us boosts, and everyone that's come back from last year's roster has given us a huge boost to get to this point. So, you know, we feel good about our chances. We was also coming off a loss. You know, that we had our chances in Game 5 and a couple possessions down the stretch last year. We just didn't communicate, and they made us pay. So. You know, we like our chances.
Jason, last one.
Jason Lodek, Big Journal. A lot was made comparing your game the other night to the Boston game a few years ago, and your numbers across the board in elimination games are very, very good. Does something change for you when it's absolutely do or die, like you've been saying, but it really is an elimination game? What changes for you in that moment?
I don't know. I've just been fortunate enough to, I guess, make some shots for one. Grab some rebounds, find some teammates, guys put the ball in my face and get some blocks, and guys throw some errant passes and able to get some steals. And
That's it? That's that simple?
it's that simple. It's that simple. It's not easy, but it's that simple. I just go out and play. I don't know what happens in elimination games. I understand the magnitude of it, but it doesn't bother me too much. You know, you just go out and I know how much I put into the game. I know how true I am to the game. I know how much work that I put into the game when no cameras are around and things of that nature. So I'm able just to try to just bottle that and live with the results. I mean, it's not always been great, but I guess the last few games, elimination games, has been pretty good, and hopefully I can continue that tomorrow.